Welcome back, guys. Another YouTube video for you, just a little update. It's raining right now. We've been blessed and cursed with lots and lots of moisture from the heavens. I don't actually know the figures off the top of my head, but I'll pop them up here. It's a lot. But the only concern is that rather than being, you know, slow, consistent rain, where that moisture can sort of penetrate the ground, it's short periods of time where you're getting big dumpings. And you know, just for an example, on Tuesday afternoon, after the ladies' spring meeting, we had 15 mil of rain in 30 minutes, and that is just that's crazy. It's almost hard to believe. So I'll pop some videos up as I'm speaking of the amount of moisture we've had and sort of what impact that's had on the course. I think we've done a very good job of making the right decisions. Obviously it's May now, we want to get golf out as much as possible. We also need to protect the course, but with growth being so strong, we can afford to make a little bit of mess and then still recover quickly after. Once it dries up, there'll be no issues there at all. With rain comes green, lots of green grass out there. Everything's sort of filling in nicely. There's still a little bit of work we need to do, but in terms of grass coverage, I mean, it's out of control now. We've got Grass Factory Central, where we're just putting tons and tons of resources into cutting grass, and some areas we've had to leave because they are too wet to cut and we're just going to make such a mess. But the boys have done an absolutely fantastic job in keeping the course presented well during these tough conditions. So I went out and cut the tees the other day. I had to do a triple cut on the ones in the jockey field. There's so much grass, and now that height's down, they look really nice. We've got the tractor brush out, and we've had to do some double cutting on the fairways as well, and the semi's been cut twice this week, and the rough we've just cut what we can. And then we've also had to tractor blow it in places as well, just because the clippings are so much. So in terms of resources, you know, we've not actually managed to do everything we wanted to do, because now all the resources shifted to presenting the course, because the growth is so strong right now. Hands on deck now to getting the mowers out, getting the course shaped up nicely. Once we get on top of it, we will then crack on with all the other stuff as well. So we had the Herts Salver here last Sunday, and the boys came in, did an extra day on Sunday for that. Did a great setup, and given the conditions, we're very happy with how it all went. And then we also had the ladies' spring meeting, where we put some energy into presenting the course nice for the ladies. I know there was some rain about, so next ladies' meeting we'll hopefully get some drier conditions as well. It always seems to rain on a Tuesday though, which is strange. We've also raised up and patched up around some of the valve boxes that were upgraded, like the one behind me here. And then some that have sunk over the years, we've just put some root zone round and seeded. They have actually washed away now, so we need to go revisit them and just tidy them up again, and probably sprinkle a bit more seed on them, and then with these conditions they'll pop up and they'll look nice. Okay. And the guys have been out strimming around trees, steps and all sorts of areas around the course as well. So I had to up our frequency on sprinkler trimming. Although we don't need the sprinklers right now, we need to keep them nice and trimmed, because they'll quickly grow over, and then once irrigation pressure is high, then the sprinklers will be performing efficiently, and that's just something to consider as well. Tried our absolute best to keep the bunkers in play as much as possible. With the heavy downpours, they do wash away, and it's just an unfathomable amount of water. Great word. They were strimmed, and we have been levelling the sand out and taking all the weeds out, taking all the stones out. So that's been done as well. It was Coronation last week. We had a nice little flag on the 18th. Hope you all enjoyed your golf over that weekend and the bank holiday as well. And we've still got loads of jobs that we want to get on top of, things like hedge cutting and a bit of weed killing here and there. And then also next week, for an example, we're just going to go around some of the posts that were killed off last year. We're tidying up around like T-posts and posts out on the course. We're going to be sort of narrowing the amount of areas that have killed off around the outside. For example, one like this here, if Kieran pans out, we're just going to go around, rake all the dead stuff out, and then reseed them. So, you know, they're a bit of an eyesore, so we'll be working on stuff like that as well next week. But other than that, you know, we're in a good place. Going into the weekend, I'll pop the Stimps up here. Sam's just taking them now, so I don't know them, but just have a look. A lot of the times this week, they've just been rained off and we've not been able to take them. But going into the weekend, we're very happy with how the green's looking, and they're probably performing as good as they possibly can right now. So I hope you all have a fantastic week, and we'll see you next time.